All right, this is a perfect example of a media blackout.
Protesters, or is there any trouble?
Certainly no trouble, and maybe I just ask a few people why they came out tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your question?
What made you come out here tonight?
You know, I'm a big supporter of change, and I think Donald Trump could provide that.
So you're a Trump supporter?
It's yeah, I guess so.
Has anybody harassed you here in the crowd here tonight? I'm willing to wager you're one of the
this crowd has been very peaceful, and to that I say, you know, God bless. You know, it's great to see that people are able to voice their opinions in a peaceful manner.
I appreciate that, and as I said, Greta, that's been the case here tonight. People certainly coming out and making their viewpoint known. I'm sure there are people on the other side of the issue as well. What brought you here tonight?
Democracy brought me here tonight, and I'm thrilled to be part of this.
Well, there you go. No matter what your opinion is, people are here and expressing it, which I think is a wonderful thing. I wish it was a little warmer.
Listening to you, it sounds like a Bernie Sanders protest or a rally outside, and not so much an anti-Trump, except for the one woman, of course. But tell me about these Bernie Sanders protest or supporters.
Well, you know, this is a university campus after all, and I'm looking for somebody carrying a Bernie sign. Certainly a lot of young people here, but it's not just a young people's crowd. I talked to one woman who is a Republican.
See how quickly he changes the topic that quickly.
As a Republican, I don't want Donald Trump as our nominee, and I feel like we need to speak out against him. So, as I said, diverse crowd.
How did the word get out? You know, I mean, was it organized?
Yeah, you know, my daughter earlier this week, she's a college student, and she said, you know what, I just see online here on Facebook that people are saying they ought to get tickets to the Donald Trump rally and not show up. The initial plan was to have people get those tickets and then have him come for the rally and not have a very big crowd. That kind of morphed into protesters deciding to try to get it on the inside. And we talked earlier, if you get the protesters have been ejected from a lot of Trump rallies. Well, if you get enough protesters on the inside, it makes it very hard to eject a large crowd. And so apparently that's what happened tonight, and that's what caused the rally organizers to say, you know what, maybe we ought to just cut bait here and head on back to camp.
All right, and just to brief the viewers, if you're just tuning in, we'll get to Bill O'Reilly in a minute, but a Donald Trump event, a rally in Chicago, has now been canceled because of protesters outside, and the Donald Trump campaign has issued a statement saying this: Mr. Trump just arrived in Chicago, and after meeting with law enforcement, has determined that for the safety of all the tens of thousands of people that have gathered in and around the arena, tonight's rally will be postponed to another day. Jeff Flock of Fox Business Network is outside. Jeff, is the crowd thinning out now?
You know, it's curious to me that it's not. I would have thought that after, this is now, well, I think it's about a good 20 minutes or so away that we got the news that the rally had been canceled. There was a celebration, but instead of dispersing after that, these folks have continued to chant, in some sense celebrate. You hear this is what democracy looks like. These folks feeling that the cancellation of the rally affirms what they were trying to accomplish. I don't know if
notice how you can hear everything so clearly.
Necessarily the best thing in the world. As I said, the university administration was pretty adamant about allowing the rally to go forward and allowing people to protest.
What's that?
This is what's happening.
Jeff, stay with us outside.
Which I think belies the young nature of some folks in the crowd.
What are they yelling?
Technical difficulties.
Yes, I'm sorry, I may have lost you.
All right, let Jeff stay with us outside. We're going to go back inside the arena where just a short time ago, when the cancellation was announced, fights broke out inside the arena between protesters and Trump supporters. And you're looking at the video from the fights that did break out.
That is called a media blackout. They won't even let a journalist talk about Bernie Sanders.
Hey, Greta, good evening.
It is ridiculous.
You're down in front of the
That's not.
Trump was supposed to be speaking.
That's I can't. There. Unedited. Recorded off the TV. Jesus Christ.